Hello there, everyone. Welcome to this. I don't know what the exact, official title of this is. I've heard it just referred to as TV games or plug-and-play games, but it's a SpongeBob thing. You all know that I definitely dabble in a lot of SpongeBob media on this channel. And this is one that I've known about and owned for a very long time. This is my original copy. Or not copy, because if you don't know the deal with plug-and-play games or TV games, they're not a thing that they do anymore, but it was essentially the game was in the controller. You'd get a joystick that maybe would have one or two buttons on it, and it just had the two AV cables, and you'd plug them right into your TV, and you'd usually have a selection of mini games, and that is what this is. So there are 5 different games that you can do. This one is a very simple one where you burst the bubbles, the balls with your little ball. Once you get this power-up that lets it stick to your head, it gets pretty easy. I still managed to fuck it up, of course. But, yeah. And we'll get into the other games as we see them. But yeah, I have had this for a really long time. I had the controller thing, which is SpongeBob's face, and his nose is the joystick. Maybe I'll include a picture of it or something so you can see it. But that's what the game comes on. And I don't remember when I got this or when it came out even. It's pretty old, as you can tell. And at this point, I don't know if this is what it looked like. This looks more faded and shitty than I remember it being, which could be is probably a combination of my own memory being not serving me very well, and this being very old. I mean, it's easily over 10 years old. I know that. Oh, much more than that. More than 15. But I'm not exactly sure when I got it or when I played it. But I had it when I was a little kid, and I had another one too, and it was a Fry Cook Games one. It was instead of just SpongeBob, it was him in the Fry Cook Games athletic wear. I didn't like that one as much, but yeah. So anyway, I know this is kind of a random thing to just suddenly play, but it is something that I've kind of had in my back pocket as a thing that I can just make one quick little throwaway video about. And if you're watching this when it's uploaded, then you are probably wanting to know where the next part of Mario Galaxy 2 is, and probably going to be delayed until the beginning of next week, especially because I would like to have a co-commentator for it, and I need to find one and set up a time to do that. I also need to record it. I need to record the gameplay for it for World 3, because I still have not done that. And my main excuse for that is just that the week has been annoying, and in general, it has been a less than chill time the last couple of weeks for a few different reasons. This week started out annoying because there was a lot of rain, which always makes things a pain in the ass in the city. The bus that I take to work has just inexplicably been extremely late this week, so that kind of threw me off and was annoying. And also just stuff in, personal family life. Nothing, nothing to be worried for me about, or anything like that. But, so, stuff like that. And in general, just have had a lot on my mind. And, yeah, so I haven't been 100% on top of video stuff, but I'm sure you people understand. This is not a very formal arrangement we have going on here. Anyway, this is the Sandy level. I am not that good at it. This part isn't very hard. I don't think I need to explain it. You can kind of see what it is. Sorry, I was burping. But I do not get very far in it. It's very slow moving, which, I mean, is a good thing, because, I mean, these things still come at you pretty fast. But I'm not built for this kind of game, honestly. I used to have Galaga on my Wii, on my Virtual Console, back when I still had a Wii and, that had the Virtual Console on it. But I never got very good at that game, or that kind of game. I know this isn't like Galaga, I know it's a different thing, but just general sort of 2D, old-fashioned shooty games, don't have all that much experience with. I do remember being able to get decently far in this level when I was a little baby boy. The hook one and which you'll see in a minute, and the plankton one, which is the last one that we will do, those are the only ones that I remember, like, actually finishing as a kid. I kind of think I may have finished the Patrick one at some point, because I think I remember I don't right now, but I know that I've seen the ending of that one, so I'm pretty sure that I've beaten it. This one, on the other hand, I am almost certain I have not ever finished, and the Bubble Blast, or whatever the hell it's called, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever beaten that one or not. There's not a whole bunch of levels for any of these, so I'm sure if I really put my mind to it, I could get to the end of all of these. But that is not what is happening in this video, as you can see. I'm pretty much just showing off each of these games until I either finish them or die. And in this one, the second one came first. I think I only finished one of these. So if you're looking for excellent gameplay... Oh, whoopsie. Yeah, as you can see, you will not find it here. And that was my last life, I think. Yeah. Alright, so now... Invasion... Okay, this is the hook one. This is the one that I actually finish in the video. So there's hooks coming down. They take different amounts of hits to go away. And so, yeah. Later they'll add more characters, they'll add more hooks, and it generally gets harder, but, I mean, it's pretty simple, pretty manageable, nothing too crazy. I don't really pick up any of the kelp bars because I'm more concerned with saving my friends, because I'm a good person. So, yeah, not a whole lot to say about this one. I mean, once you know the shtick, that's kind of it. And I think you only need to lose one of your friends, like one of them gets pulled off of the screen to lose, if I remember correctly. But I don't actually remember. I'm pretty sure, though. In the future, you know, especially because right now I'm sort of between games with Let's Plays and stuff, I don't really know what I want to do next. Galaxy 2 is kind of a nice interim thing, because it's something that I wanted to do anyway, and it's a relatively simple thing. And, you know, who doesn't enjoy a good, you know, little Mario chill time? And it shouldn't be, you know, a ridiculous number of parts, just one for each world, pretty much. But I want, obviously plan to do something after that, but I don't really know what yet. I was hoping to do a stream of Max Payne 1 and then do a Let's Play of Max Payne 2 when that's done, assuming that I enjoy Max Payne 1, which I am hoping and thinking that I will. But I have not gotten around to starting that on stream yet because I am a Dumbo. And also because whenever I want to stream, I usually want to play with my friends, and lately we have been playing on Walter's Minecraft Realm again, and so that's been where the time has gone. But maybe sometime soon I will do Max Payne or something else. I don't know if people want me to do something else. I don't really know what people want me to do on this channel. I mean, I know that the kind of default thing is the licensed platforming games because that's the type of shit that I be doing. But I do like to mix it up every once in a while. But the thing is, as I've talked about before, I'm kind of running out of games that I'm very experienced with. And I've expressed my reservations about doing a whole lot of blind stuff, but it's not that big of a deal. So I'm sure I'll find something. In the interim, though, or just in general, I wouldn't mind doing some more sort of Let's Try stuff, maybe to fill in the gaps between these Galaxy videos if I need to. Because I haven't done any stuff like that in a while, and it's kind of nice to do these little bite-sized one-video things. I always say that they might become potential LPs. That only sometimes happens. But there are certainly some games that I would be willing to try that with, and other games that wouldn't become full LPs, but would be fun to do a single video of. I would really like to try to get a virtual machine working, and also find some definitely legal copies of some old PC games that you can't really play on modern computers very well, that I would like to make a video about. So I don't know when that's gonna happen, but that is another plan of mine. There are some other SpongeBob games on Nick.com, like the karate one or the bubble popping one. Might be good to do another browser game video of that sort. Done a couple of those. And yeah, this part is sped up because you get the gist. I wanted to show me finishing it, but it's I don't want this video to be 45 minutes long, so apologies for the kind of annoying beeping noises, which, by the way, I could not hear any of the noises when I was playing this. Not sure why. I think I didn't have my soundbar turned on my TV or something, but I couldn't hear it. But it's not like I'm missing much. I know all the beeps and boops already. I was very familiar with all of the, this is one of those things where, everything immediately came back to me as soon as I saw it. Because I was when I put it in, I was I don't know if I really remember, everything about this game. I remembered some parts, but I was I hope I don't just completely show my ass in this video and, look like a dummy. But I think it went okay. But yeah, sometime down the line, not anytime soon really, but, sometime in the future, I'd like to do a replay. I would like to do a Let's Play redo, not necessarily because I have a problem with the original ones or anything, just because A, I think it would be fun to do, and B, it would be nice to have a proper LPs of these on my channel, because right now they're on my old channel, and that is of course my Let's Plays of Battle for Bikini Bottom and the SpongeBob movie game. I just feel like I could make even better LPs of those, and again, it would just be fun to do sort of one last hurrah with those, but I don't think I'm going to do that yet. I think there's other stuff that I could do before that. I think that might be something that I'll save for, when I might be winding down on this old Let's Play business, whenever that might be. When I've felt like it's run its course and I'm going for one last not victory lap. You know what I'm saying. Oh wait, do I lose? I thought that I won this one. Oh, I guess I didn't. I thought that I won this. Whoopsie. Well, I guess I lied. I think I have finished it before, but not in this video. Wow, I'm sorry, I did fake news earlier when I said that I finished this. I don't know if that's a good score or not. I haven't checked the leaderboards. So the next one is Patrick and the Maze, which this one might be my favorite overall, or at least it was when I was a kid, because it's kind of like a normal sort of top-down walking around type of thing. Your stars are your health. The jellyfish can hurt you. You can catch them and do that. And you walk around and you try to find treasure, and you saw Squidward there just now. You go and try to find all the characters and stuff, and you watch out for these little guys. Very weird sound for holding a clam. So yeah, it's simple, but I remember liking it when I was a little wee lad. Could use some music though, I gotta say. But yeah, as far as like, I don't know if I've talked about this recently, but as far as like future video stuff, I do want to continue doing Let's Plays for a little while, as well as streams, which I'll probably keep going even longer after that, just because they're kind of a more easy and informal thing to do. I think the utility of videos for me is that, you know, I can edit them, and sort of, you know, not that my videos are, you know, very, you know, meticulously crafted or anything like that, but, you know, I can sort of tailor things to be more, you know, palatable than, because there are some things that just, if I was streaming them, would be a long time of repetitive bullshit, which, I mean, some people enjoy that element of streaming where, you know, watching the process of someone fail over and over again. I personally don't love being the person doing that, so that's why I like the videos, but streaming is still fun, and again, it's like an easy thing to do, especially with friends. So probably keep that going for a little while. But I gotta say, become a little bit, shall I say, disillusioned with my quote-unquote main channel, the Timbo channel. I just don't really have much of an interest to make any of the videos that I do on there, whether it be like video essays or Let's Watches or movie reviews, to be honest. Because movie reviews, I don't have the same approach to like movies or talking about movies as I did when I started doing that stuff. And I don't know, I just don't really have the same, and same thing with video essays. It's like, I don't know, I feel like my interest in making those types of videos back then, because I mean, this is already like years ago, came from a place of sort of like, you know, I guess narcissism, which I guess all sort of like video posting of this type is an example of that. But in terms of like, I just don't really, I don't like forcing myself to say something when I don't feel I have much of anything to say about something. And that's what the movie reviews and video essays started to feel like. I mean, I didn't even make that many video essays because they didn't even get past that like initial period of like, just planning it out and even deciding, like, is this worth making? And I would always arrive at, like, no, not really. And, or, like, I just don't really have a good hook for it. And it was the same thing with movie reviews. It's like, well, yeah, with half of the movies I was seeing, it was just whatever slop was out in theaters. And so it was like, you know, just talking about, you know, just saying like, yeah, it was fine. And it's like, you know, making a whole video for that just feels pointless. And, you know, I don't feel the need to, you know, this isn't something that I'm developing into a career or anything like that, so I don't really feel the need to do all of the cool YouTuber-y shit that you're supposed to do when you're making a channel of movie reviews. And that's the thing, I feel like if you're gonna do something like that, you gotta like pick a thing, and the Let's Watches are the things that draw the most attention, but I also, you know, for reasons I've said before, don't really feel like doing them all the time. And when I do feel like doing something like that, it's a lot more fun and easier to do it as a stream now. So, yeah, I mean, outside of like at the movies, but even then, I mean, like, obviously JT and I are not super focused on that right now. We actually have our own other project going on at the moment, which I will leave a secret for now. But I guess keep your ear to the ground with that, because yeah, it's not what we're thinking about right now. That's why we haven't made one of those in several months. So yeah, that's why I'm just kind of not sweating it at this point. I've resigned myself to the fact that like these kinds of videos are more fun to make because they're pretty low effort. As I've said before, I think for me, I mean, this is for me. I hope everyone understands that. Like, I definitely, absolutely appreciate everyone who watches all my videos. I'm very happy that there are a handful of people for whom my stuff, like, resonates in some way or is entertaining or interesting or whatever. But this is just, and I mean, it took me very long to realize it, that even back in the olden days of like 2009, 2010, when I started doing this shit, and Let's Plays were the original reason I first made a YouTube channel. The movie review and all that pseudo-intellectual crap that I tried to do afterward, that all came after. But originally, my first love has always been doing this shit. Just because it's fun to, as I've said before, you know, play a game I like and just chill out and talk. It's a fun little thing to do, and I like not really feeling a whole lot of pressure to, you know, do it on a, you know, super consistent schedule or anything. I try to, like, generally do that, but again, I don't really sweat it too much if I don't. And for a thing that I do in my spare time, especially as I, like, get older and have actual shit to worry about and have actual, like, projects and goals of my own that I want to realize in real life, it's just like, why not just do the fun thing where, you know, with Let's Plays, it's just playing games I like and shooting the shit. And then with streaming, it's basically the same thing, but I'm usually doing it with my friends. It's stuff that I am doing anyway. That's the main thing, is that, like, for the most part, you know, obviously, like, this particular game, maybe not so, but in general, like, this is shit that I would be doing anyway, playing games and whatnot. So, anyway, this is all just to say, I've really, like, lost the will to sort of, like, put in what already pretty little effort there was in that channel, because I think it's better spent elsewhere. But I still like hanging out. I still like chilling with the bros and playing games, showing off games that I like and think are cool and whatnot. So I'm gonna keep doing that. And again, I appreciate everyone who finds something to enjoy in this silliness that I do in my spare time. it's very nice that there are people who are into that. Anyway, this is the last level of the game. This is the plankton one. I forget what it's called. This is Donkey Kong, basically. I mean, there's a billion games that are like this, but to me, this is Donkey Kong. There's a guy at the top who makes things happen. Earlier, it was stuff rolling down, and this one, it's stuff rolling down, but not all of them. I think there's only like 5 stages to this, or something. It's not that long, but it is a little bit difficult, and this one always gave me guff as a kid. But I do remember finishing it. I know I have seen the end of this at some point, but it came with a lot of effort, and it did not happen this time around. But it's pretty neat. I mean, this is like the thing that most resembles a real video game out of all of these. So that's kind of neat. And I wouldn't mind a whole SpongeBob game like this. I mean, there are like 2D SpongeBob platformers that I guess basically boil down to stuff like this, but yeah, it's fun. I think it's a neat low level, and it's a neat challenge. You know, if you're a baby like me. So, yeah, I don't know. Don't have much else to say about it, but I think it's neat. It's cool. To share a little bit of positive news, JT has finally made his way to Philly. Back to Philly, I should say. He was in LA for several years, if you didn't know, and then he moved in with his folks in PA, and now is back in Philly. Got an apartment. I helped him move in last weekend, and I believe we're going to be hanging out tomorrow, or actually today. I'm going to be uploading this on Friday. So that'll be fun, and hopefully I would like to very soon record and or stream something with him physically here with me for the first time. That would be pretty sick. So stay tuned for that. I think that would be pretty cool if we could get that going. This is a little bit of funky timing you have to do here, so bear with me in the past. I recorded this like 2 weeks ago, by the way, the gameplay. Oh, and even though this will be old news and there will probably already have been 40,000 memes about it by the time this is uploaded. I mean, there already have been by the time I'm recording it. It's been maybe like 8 hours since the news came out that Queen Elizabeth II has died. I would be remiss if I did not mention it, because it's funny. You are allowed to make jokes about it, by the way. I'm sorry if I have any British viewers who genuinely love the Queen, but also I'm not sorry. Maybe like something better. You're a nerd. And if you're an American and you are mourning the Queen or care about the British family, the British royal family in any way, then what the fuck is wrong with you? Have mental illness. Like, this has nothing to do with you. We fought wars to not care about this stuff. You don't have to. They're basically just, like, government-subsidized celebrities. So, don't sweat it. She was also 150 years old. So, yeah, don't worry your sweet little head about it. And the monarchy will live on. Don't worry. Everything bad will still happen. So anyway, R.I.P. The Queen and whatnot. And I don't know, is there anything else funny going on in the news lately? I don't know. It's always cool when big news breaks while I'm at work. It makes not working easier. Because everyone's distracted. Good times. Alright, well on that note, I hope you all have a great weekend. Keep your eyes peeled for a stream this weekend, by the way. And yeah, see you sometime next week for more Galaxy, and sometime after that for more games like this, maybe. So see you then for that.